more you move it, the more chance you got of tracking it.
Right.
Moving.
The bed's gonna fold. Got storage and beds up there, of course.
2 monkeys in there.
On your air conditioner, you do have what's called super cooling. So like if you come in here and it's sort of warm, you can open both of these up and it's going to push more air out.
Right.
Right here, and it's going to cool it off pretty quick.
In the main room.
Right. And once it gets somewhat comfortable, then you can close these and it's going to push more air out the vents and distribute the air.
All around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recliners. Refrigerator, similar to what you got at home, except this one run off gas also. Like if you hit this mode right now, it's on electricity, and then you can hit it again, it'll go to gas, and then you can hit it again, it'll go to auto. And if you got it on auto, what it's going to do is it's going to look for electricity. That's its first priority. If it feels that it's plugged up, it's going to run off that.
Okay.
If it doesn't feel any electricity, it'll start looking for gas, and if you got a gas bottle open, it'll run off that. Now, if you're not camping in it, if you are going to store it, which I know you are doing long term, but if you ever decide to store it, you want to cut this off. Because especially if you got it on auto, it's going to be looking for electric and gas, and you're not going to have it plugged up, and it's just going to go back for it until it drains your battery unless you got the battery disconnect.
Yeah.
On these campers, most of the outlets are running what's called a daisy chain fashion, meaning that it goes from one outlet to the next outlet to the next outlet. So if you have an outlet go out anywhere, first thing you want to do is come in here and see if you can reset this right here. 9 times out of 10, when you reset it, that outlet's going to start working again.
Yeah.
The commode on it, what you'll do is just mash it halfway down and it'll start filling up with water. Once it gets 4 or 5 inches of water in there, do whatever you got to do, and then just press it all the way down, it drops in the bottom.
Okay.
Shower, pretty much like what you got at home. On this one, these doors, we've had really good luck out of these. The only problem I've ever seen on these is like once you get it connected and you let it go, you want to hold on to this. If you let it go from way out here, it can tear it up.
Yeah. We can always put a shower.
Yeah, you can put a regular shower.
Regular,
curtain on it.
yeah.
In the bedroom, you got outlet over there, outlet over here, phone chargers. You got a TV backer right there, so if you're going to put a TV in here, that's where you need to hang it. You just want to center it on that sticker, and you want to use like 1 to 1.25 inch screws. Anything longer than that, you may go out the outside of the camper.
Okay. Just try to put your plate right there.
Put the mount plate right over that sticker, center it on it. You got a vent up top, smoke alarm here. Now, the reason they got the batteries out of these smoke alarms is when you buy a new camper, sometimes you'll get the new camper smell, and usually that's from your furnace and from your stove. And what we mean by that is when you cut it on the first few times, it's going to be burning off the glue and the construction debris, and sometimes it will set those fire alarms off.
Right.
And that's the reason they got them all out right now, is from where we're testing the camper.
Okay. We'll remember that in the winter.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you got the water hooked up or not. No, we don't. Like you can have a constant stream, or you can have like a spray, and this is what decides that right here. On your stove, similar to what you got at home, but you'll cut it to where it's got the flame right here, and then you just rotate this and it'll light up.
Okay.
Now this always rotates to the right. Once you get done with it, you just cut it off and it goes off. Now the oven's more like a gas heater. What you'll do on it is you'll actually turn it to where the flame is, hold it in, rotate this, and once the pilot lights, you got to keep it held in for like 20 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then after that, you can let off of it and turn it to whatever temperature you want to cook on. Now, the first time you light this oven, you're probably going to need to get down on one knee because the pilot light's way in the back. But now after you light it the first time...
Can we light it right now?
Yeah.
So you press that in on the right. Yeah, we got a propane heater at our house.
Yeah, see, it's lit right now.
I see it. I can see the reflection right there.
I see the flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it too. It's a little thing.
And so you've got that still held down with your thumb right there for how long?
For about 20 to 30 seconds.
20, 30 seconds.
You're just bleeding the line or something, I guess.
Yeah, it's basically purging the line, make sure you got a good gas connection to that pilot. Then after 20 seconds, you should be able to let off. It'll stay lit. and that's when you can sort of tilt this and figure out where the, so like if you look down, straight down right there, you see the reflection of that light.
Oh yeah, in the back.
And once you can see that, then you know what to look for and where to look for. You don't have to get down on your knee anymore. And then you can see that it's lit up down there also.
Yeah, it's good. It's lit up in the front now.
Yeah, that's just like our propane heater at home.
Yeah, now when you cut it to off, it's going to cut the pilot light off, so you have to go through that same sequence again if you
To run the
run the oven. Yeah.
Okay.
Got your light here, the exhaust fan here, microwave's pretty much like what you got at home. TV, which y'all have the upgraded Roku TV.
That's a big
Sweet.
deal.
Yeah, it's 4K TV, it's
No.
awesome TV.
Now back to this. Do I need to turn this back straight
No,
up?
just leave it wherever it is.
Because it just goes to the
Yeah,
right.
all
It
it
just
does is sends a
continues.
spark, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I mean, you can rotate this anywhere and then just walk away.
I got you.
Yeah.
Now, is that TV all the way in right there?
No, I mean, it will, yeah, that's as far as to go in, but
That's
now
what
it will come out. It's on a swivel. So,
Yeah.
so like if you want to turn it to where the kids can watch it up there, you
Right.
can do that, or, you know, however you want to turn it.
Yeah.
Turn it towards the bathroom.
No, that's weird.
Yours is hooked up to where it will run off the radio. So
Okay.
it's like a surround sound.
Yeah.
On the radio, you've got a zone A and a zone B. Zone A is going to be inside, zone B is going to be outside. It is Bluetooth capable. You can play music from your phone to the radio. And it also has a DVD player so that you can play movies on it.
Is it just a DVD, not a Blu-ray?
It's just DVD, yeah.
Okay.
On the main control panel, this shows your battery level and then all your tanks. This is your ceiling lights, exterior lights. Now this is your water pump. So if you're going to be doing the off-the-grid thing and you've got water in your holding tank, then you cut this water pump on and it'll pump it from that tank to your faucets and water heater. And if you're just plugged into regular city water or campground water, then you don't have to cut this on. It'll automatically pressurize itself. Water heater, gas and electric. Gas again, 15 minutes. Electric, probably 20 to 30 minutes. This is your slide controls and your awning controls. On your slide, I can already tell by the way it sounds, it's a geared system. So when you go out, you're going to hear the gears jump, but it's not tearing anything up. It's designed to do that. That lets you know that you need to take your finger off the switch. So as soon as you go out with it,
Fix itself.
as soon as you hear that gear jumping, just let off the switch.
Gotcha.
That's as far as it's going to go.
Like turning your power steering, you hear it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. And it's going to do the same thing when you bring it in. It's going to make that same sound.
and then yeah.
Is it better just if you're staying, leaving it on a piece of property? Is it better just to leave this out?
Yeah, leave
Be
it out.
moving it in and out. Yeah.
And you will see stuff. You will see stuff also on the internet where people will jack the slides up from the outside if they're doing long term like you're doing. But this one being so small, I wouldn't even really recommend doing that.
Okay.
More of what they're talking about is like the 20 and 30 foot slides, you know,
Yeah.
big
Right.
slides. Now, I
Right.
can understand jacking up on that, but these smaller ones,
Yeah. Okay.
you should be fine until you change one of those propane tanks. Once you change one of those propane tanks, you may be putting air in the line. So if you change the propane tank, then you want to go back out there, open your cover, and light it and watch it operate again, just to make sure you don't have any troubles. And then after that, you can shut the cover, and then if that propane tank lasts a week, you really don't have to go back out there and check it again for a week.
All right. Let's go back out there and just point that out.
Now, so what you'll do is, like, whenever you change a gas tank out, or if you're just setting it up, you'll just come out here, you'll open this lid up, and then you want to get some of the air out of the lines inside. And then you want to pull on this right here until you see water come out. And once you see water come out, and when you've got water hooked up to it, it's going to come out a lot more than that. I mean, it's going to
Right.
hit the side of this.
Because we're running off the inside tank right now.
Yeah, well, right now, we don't even have water hooked up to it.
It's just-
We done the test on it yesterday, so we got the water disconnected. But once you pull this, you'll see like a stream of water hit the side of this and run down. That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
Now, like after I check that and I see everything's fine, then I'm gonna close this back up, and you know, then I can run the water heater and not even worry about it.
All right. And that's all I got to do inside there.
Right, that's all you gotta do. You just wanna see it crank up the first time.
Because you were talking about propane, and I didn't know if you were talking about the light in here, if I would see like a pilot light, or is that just the oven?
Now the oven's the only one that's got a pilot light. When this
Right.
ignites, it's gonna, you'll see it in this right here. Once you
Yeah.
flip that switch in on the inside, you'll walk out here and you'll make sure everything fires up. Just let me go hit the switch and I'll show you.
Okay. Got it. Yep, there it is. And that's running off of propane. Okay. All right.
Once I see that, you just close this back up. It's perfectly fine to run it with this on there.
And that's heating up the water.
That's heating up the water right
water
now.
tank, water heater. All right.
In here and hit that.
All right.
You'll see people say different stuff on that too, as far as leaving it on and stuff like that. But I'm not going to burn my propane the entire time I'm camping. So like if I'm going to run off gas, I'll come in here and I'll cut it on, give it 15-20 minutes, go take a shower, and then like if your wife is fixed to take a shower right then too, then yeah, I'm just going to leave it on. But now if she's not going to take a shower for the next 5 or 6 hours, I'm going to cut it off and then cut it back on when she gets ready to take a shower.
What about if we're on electric?
The electric, you can pretty much get away with leaving it on electric. It's got a
Keep
auto
hot
shut
water.
off.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can. I wouldn't run it continuously on electric, but you know, as far as getting up in the morning, cutting it on, let the first person take a shower, and then just leaving it on during the day, you should be fine.
What if we're there for 4 days?
I would cut it off at night. Just leave it on during the
Right
day.
there, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And attach it to that, and that way you can push that other clip around in there. It comes down like this right here, but only on one end of the spring do you have a flat that you can hook that tool in.
Right.
So you want to push the tool through here and attach it to that flat and
Yeah.
push it in.
Gotcha.
So like if your screen cover's right here, you're gonna push the tool through the spring, through the cover, hit that bottom of that spring, and then push it in to where it clips in.
Gotcha. Got the sewer connected. Worked great. PVC.